What's up, Hoop Dreams friends? Man, we just had what I believe to be probably one of the greatest Olympic showings of all time, man. Agee, I gotta say it, man. The Olympics was fire, fire. Amazing Olympics. And
Yeah.
before we get started and everything, man, I just want to shout out some participants of the Olympics. And first of all, man, let me just throw this out there because there's so much to talk about. But we got to send some love. Let's do this. I'm Will Gates. That's my dog.
Arthur Agee in the building.
Hey, listen. It was stars among stars at this year's Summer Olympics, but none bigger than the SNOOPDOGG. You see, Snoop Dogg was everywhere. He's carrying the torch. I mean,
Yeah.
from beginning to the end, Snoop Dogg was the master ceremony. I mean, he's sitting up there with the families. He's putting on the different clothes. I mean,
Yeah.
he was Mr. Olympics. And it's been so great to see him in this element that NBC has asked him to come and do the 2026 Winter Olympics. I'm best decision they could ever made. Now,
Yeah.
before we jump into this thing, man, AJ, I just gotta say this, man. We witnessed what I believe to be some of the world's best athletes doing their thing, man. The women gymnastics, winning gold, team competition. You got Simone Biles. Let me just point this out. 3 gold medals and a silver. Suni
Yeah.
Lee, 1 gold, 2 bronze. Jay Carey, 1 gold, 1 bronze. Jordan Child, I'm still calling it. She got one gold. They trying to take her bronze away, but I believe at some point her bronze will be restored back to her. Hesley Rivera, 1 gold, and the youngest of the crew, which means she'll be back in the 2028 Summer Olympics. I mean, track and field. Noah Lyle wins gold in the 100 in dramatic fashion. And more incredible, in his own specialty event, the 200, he wins the bronze with COVID. Now, I know a lot of people have been saying, hey, man, he shouldn't have ran or whatever. He ran the 200 and won bronze with COVID. Gotta send some love out to Cole Hooker, who wins the 1500. Many consider that to be an upset because it really was. And then the USA women's soccer team, where they thought the world was coming up, they do nothing but go out and win gold. And of course, we got to send some love to Sha'Carri. Come on, man. She winning silver and gold.
Fastest woman in the world.
How about Katie Ledecky? 2 golds, 2 silvers, and a bronze, and has become the most decorated female swimmer of all time. I mean,
What we finish up with? I mean, how many gold medals? Like round about 38, somewhere up in there, 40 or something.
I think it was 40. It was 40.
Okay.
So I mean, but the overall count, USA had the highest total of all medals, then China, so forth and so on. But man, there's so much on the docket right now, AG. So we're just gonna run it down for you all out there. We got women's basketball who won gold, men's basketball who won gold. Steph Curry heroics. He's 36, by the way. LeBron James wins the MVP. He's 39. Let's call him 40.
40.
KD, Durantula, 35, and of course, Jason Tatum. We got to talk about, what does this mean? How should he be feeling? We also got to hit this, man. The USA men's 3-on-3 team, because here's the thing I don't understand. Why don't NBA players play? I mean, they had Kenyon Barry, Jimmy Fredette, Kareem Maddox, Dylan Travis, and here's the thing. They all have 3-on-3 extensive experience, but the reality is, man, I believe there were some guys who didn't make the Olympic teams, and I'm not talking about the Jaylen Browns and others, but I do believe that there are some guys from the league that should have been playing. The women's 3-on-3 team, again, they had some of the WNBA players, all with 3-on-3 Olympic or that experience, but they did walk away with the bronze medal. I think they should have won
Yeah.
it. But and of course, and finally, Agee, I think we should end this with breakdancing in the Olympics. We gotta talk about pew, 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 or as Peter Griffin says, man, let me tell you something. There's so much going on. But listen, let's kick this off, man. Women's basketball. They win gold. Congratulations to the women's team. But when they played France, I didn't know for a minute. It seemed like it was suspect. What's your thoughts, man, on the women's team grabbing gold? But that France game was just something else.
Well, let me tell you, man, break it down like this, man. I think the women, and far as the men too, I think they just got tired of just it being mundane. They know they were going to win, but didn't nobody give them a real competitive shot except France. And I think when France came out, started hitting shots, was up and stuff like that, I think those girls is like, okay, damn, this is the most competitive, a team gonna play us. We kind of like this, you know what I'm saying? So I think they really, showed up. Like, let's just play to the level of the competition of what they doing, and then once they get real good, let's just run it. Let's just just hit a few joints, hit our players here and there, and let's just go ahead and win the game. But they never were in doubt of losing that game to France. I don't think so.
I don't know how you say that, because literally, if Gabby Williams hit the 3-pointer, they're in overtime. They only win by 1. It wasn't a blowout. It was not a convincing win at all. As a matter of fact, halftime score was 25-25. Nobody dominated that game. Second half, Gabby Williams puts on a show. And don't get me wrong, she was the MVP. Agee Wilson, she carried them on her back that game. But I got to say this, just like on the men's side, the world, and we got to officially put it out there, has caught up with American basketball. And not only that, they got an extra motivation because they want to beat you. And we talked about this before. What do you do when a team that wants to beat you, they're playing harder than you, they're running harder than you, and they're making these shots that they probably would never make. Even the game before that, when they play Australia, it wasn't a dominating game. Australia had them on their heels. The world is caught up.
They've caught up competition wise to compete on a high level, but we talking about mentally tough, hitting those shots. Like you said, if Gabby Williams hit that 3, she didn't hit it.
She did.